Experience tells us there are professions where encounters with the unexplained are not rare. As our sister channel, Wartime Stories, shows, military personnel are one such group. But another, just as frequently, is the world of law enforcement. Across the globe, officers report experiences that defy logic, reason, and their own training. In this episode, we explore cases where those sworn to uphold the law found themselves pleading with the paranormal. A slow-motion shot of a police cruiser's light bars spinning in pitch-black darkness, quick cuts, a flashlight beam in an empty warehouse, a rear-view mirror at night, a deserted country road. Law enforcement occupies a strange space between order and chaos, especially in the dead hours of the night. Officers are required to enter places most would flee: abandoned buildings, remote roads, silent streets. This is their workplace. While the world sleeps, they patrol the thresholds of our society, the very environments where human vulnerability is highest and where the normal rules of reality can seem to fray. Perhaps what makes these stories so compelling is the source. Police are by nature and training practical people. Their job depends on evidence, on dismissing falsehoods. They are not easily fooled. So when an officer admits to seeing something they cannot explain, it carries a unique weight. Skeptics cite stress, long hours, and tricks of the mind, and there is truth in that. But to the officers who have stood in the dark, listening to footsteps with no source, or watching shapes move against all reason, such explanations offer little comfort. They are the gatekeepers of the unknown, often the first and only witness before the daylight arrives. In the early hours of a February morning in 2003, Chicago dispatcher Trudy Wakeland took a call that would haunt her career. A 14-year-old girl, Emily, whispered she was home alone and could hear someone in the house. She was hiding in a closet. Trudy kept the line open, dispatching a car as the sounds grew closer, doors opening, drawers slamming. The intruder was moving upstairs. Then the noises were outside her room, a sudden cacophony of sound, a scuffle, and then a high-pitched electronic distortion on the recording. Emily's final, trembling words were, "His feet aren't touching the floor." The line went dead. Police arrived in under 2 minutes to a ransacked house, drawers emptied, furniture overturned, but nothing was stolen. There was no blood, no fingerprints, no sign of forced entry. Emily's phone was on the closet floor, still connected. Emily herself was gone. She has never been found. On New Year's Eve 2022, in a Polish village, police were called to an abandoned farmhouse. Neighbors reported animalistic screams. Officers arrived to find paramedics already there and 2 terrified men. Their friend Camila had changed during a Ouija board session in the house, a place locals avoided due to its dark history of cannibalism and murder. What began as a game descended into horror. Camila had begun growling, then screaming, thrashing with supernatural strength. Bodycam footage showed officers hesitating in a doorway as she moved erratically, emitting sounds witnesses compared to a wild animal. It took multiple people to restrain her. At the hospital, toxicology was clean. Psychiatry found her stable. She had no memory of the event. The official report lists a psychotic episode. Unofficially, the responders maintain what they saw and heard was not human. Officer Sean McCroy's call in Oakland in 2019 is a stark reminder that reality can be monstrous enough. A 6-year-old boy reported a zombie. Dispatched to the quiet cul-de-sac, McCroy's headlights soon illuminated a figure stumbling in the road. It was a man, his face a mask of blood, his eyelids gouged out. He shuffled blindly, muttering about insects scratching inside his skull, his shredded fingertips brushing against cars for guidance. The man resisted violently before collapsing. It was later confirmed he was in a drug-induced psychosis and had used a spoon to remove his own eyes. For McCroy, the clinical explanation did little to erase the image. The little boy hadn't been telling a monster story. He had been reporting exactly what he saw. Sometimes the horrors that patrol the night are all too human. The sound of a car driving at night on a gravel shoulder. Then the clear audio of a 911 call. Dispatcher, Pender County, 911? Caller, shaky but coherent. I'm on Route 210. I just saw a guy on the side of the road, bleeding. Route 210 in North Carolina is a lonely road passing Patriots Watch, a Revolutionary War site known for ghost sightings. On a July night in 2022, a driver saw a blood-covered figure standing unnervingly still. As he passed, he realized something was wrong. Caller, voice breaking with raw terror. "That's not human. That's not human. There's something in the back of my truck." He described a pale, spindly figure with a blank, featureless face that had leapt into his truck bed. It pressed against the rear window, then began pounding on the roof. In a panic, he slammed his brakes, throwing the creature into the road. He saw it scramble, unnaturally fast, into the woods. Deputies found the driver deeply shaken. His truck had dents on the roof, but no forensic evidence, no prints, no hair. The report lists it as an unfounded disturbance. But the 911 audio remains, the visceral terror of a man confronting something for which he had no name. Each of these accounts sits on a razor's edge. The Chicago case lacks evidence. The Polish incident mirrors folklore. The Oakland call has a medical explanation. The North Carolina event could be a hoax. Explanations exist, yet to dismiss them is to ignore the consistency of the witnesses, dispatchers, officers, paramedics, trained observers of chaos. Their stories are not told around campfires, but in quiet moments after a shift. They suggest that the line these guardians patrol is not just between order and disorder, but sometimes between the known and the profoundly unknowable. Because sometimes, when the lights are out and the world falls silent, logic feels like the least convincing answer of all.